Dun 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 dun.
Well, hello and welcome to our Inflatafence review and our first time setting it up. So, the star of this show is my husband there, Nino, who pulled it all out, had it all laid out to get it all sorted and work out which bits went where, as this being the very first time we weren't too sure. So, because we were off grid here, we were using the Ryobi blower to blow up the sections, which doesn't work as well as the electric one pump that comes with the Inflatafence kit. What comes with the Inflatafence kit is some poles and the skirt for the caravan. So we've already put the skirt for the caravan on the van, which you'll be able to see as the camera pans around. That came with some plastic little clips that stuck on the van, which we weren't really happy with at all. So Nino did replace those. Oh, there's Lucy and Ollie, our two dogs, which is the whole reason that we bought the Inflatafence for. So the other thing that we have replaced as well is the poles. You can see here on the ground the poles are plastic. And they weren't very good quality at all, so we weren't very happy with those. So during this setup that you can, and you'll see it as we go through, you can see that it wasn't really stable. It was a bit flimsy, and it unless you peg down every single panel, we didn't feel it would be very sturdy. So after doing this setup, Nino did have a few ideas of how he wanted to improve it, which you'll see later on in our video with step 2. So anyway, this video we've sped up a bit because for obvious reasons, you don't want to sit here and watch us set it up for 20 minutes, which is what it took us. So the kit that we bought is the largest one. It's the highest one as well, and I can't remember the actual stats, but if you look it up on the website, and I'm sure if you're watching this, it's because you've done some reviews or research on what an Inflatafence is like and wanting to get some more information, which is what we did. We did a few searches for them, and there's not a huge amount online available to show people setting them up. So lucky you guys, we thought we'd give you our experience. So as you can see here, poor Nino's it's funnier watching it in fast forward. Poor Nino's chopping and changing the panels and figuring out where they were going. He had marked them, he thought, but that got a bit confusing as well. So swapping them around a fair bit here. But overall, we were really pretty happy with the quality of the product. When we did get it delivered, one of the corner panels did have a slow leak, so we did actually send that back and got that a new one replaced really quickly. The company was fantastic in that response and sent it out within 4 days. I think we had it, so that was really good. So like I said, as you can see here, we've got the poles in here, but it's sort of a bit flimsy and it does flip over. So obviously a dog would knock that over pretty quick. So if you don't replace the poles, you would probably need to peg down quite a few of the panels. That might be different on a smaller size, but because we've got the bigger one, because Lucy's quite tall, it does probably need to be pegged down. So one of the reasons we actually ended up buying the Inflatafence was because we have tried a few different options before. We've tried just the cheapy Kmart one. We did get the heavier duty one from Bunnings, but that is quite heavy. And to get the space that we wanted to have, you needed quite a few panels, which is, again, really heavy, really bulky. There was nowhere really to store it, whereas this goes under these two bags fit under the bed of the caravan, so it's out of the way. And also we normally have a tether, so we put two stakes down with the wire across it, and then we tethered the dogs to that too. But that really doesn't make Lucy feel secure. You can see she's still quite nervous. So anyway, here we are, step 2, take 2. So we're at Moreau Caravan Park, which is a great caravan park if you're ever in the area in Victoria, North Central Victoria. And we're setting up again. This time we're on power, so we are using the electric pump. So as I was saying before, the other options we've had with the guy with the ropes and the tie downs that we use for the dogs, they're good, but they do always get tangled. So, they're not the greatest solution for us. Lucy gets quite anxious. She'll be laying there and someone might come past the caravan or someone might come towards us, because quite often you get people wanting to pat the dogs or say hello, and she would freak out and be wanting to jump straight back into the caravan because she's not a lover of people. And there's the other two dogs, so Ollie again and Eddie, our little grand fur baby. So while we were here this time, we actually ended up having, when it's fully set up, we had 6 adults in here plus 5 dogs, I think, and we still felt like we had plenty of room. It didn't feel too cramped. So very happy with how it worked out. This time the setup, I think Nino probably spent about 10-15 minutes getting it all set up. He's also done the brackets that now. We've bought new poles, so we've got metal poles, and you can see those little orange brackets. He's made those, so that's all good to go. We also added Velcro, or I say we, the royal we, Nino. He added Velcro onto the side of the van and also onto the sides panels as well. So they actually attach to the skirt of the van, to the skirt, and create a complete seal. So the dogs actually have no access through that too, which worked out really well, because at this campsite there was a few other dogs, and the dogs were sort of pushing against the corners to try and have a look at the other dog or get through, and they weren't able to get through. So they were fully secure and unable to get out. So this time as well, with the electric pump, the sides of the fences were really firm. So in fact, you could even lean on them. They're quite comfortable to lean on and have a chat with people over the fence. So it was actually a really good barrier too. It did stop people coming into your campsite, especially some of the kids that were around, which was great. So here we are all set up pretty much, and the dogs are all out. And as you can see, there's Eddie trying to get to the other dog on the other side underneath and having a good sniff. And here goes Ollie. He's having a good go and can't get through. So all working quite well. And as I said, you can see it extends past the awning. So I'm not sure how this would work if you were at caravan parks that had really tight sites. But for this one, these sites were quite big and we had plenty of room. So you can see how much room we've actually got. If you wanted to use privacy screens, that might block you. And we do have a Jillaroo fence because our kitchen comes out here too. So it does stop us using that a little bit. But, I mean, the whole point of it was to have it for the dogs. The dogs don't always come with us, but it's an option for us. And there's Lucy having a look all under the skirt. None of them have figured out that you could probably go right underneath. And here we are again, completely set up after a few days. So this is with some seat chairs out and everything, and we're quite relaxed, and Lucy's really relaxed. And to be honest, that's probably the most relaxed we've seen her when we've been camping. Normally she's got her full harness on and she's tied up to the guy rope, and or she's sitting inside the caravan and she's sitting there inside the bed watching the world go by because she's too nervous. So as I said, this is completely set up. Here's we're trying to sort of show you. You can see the Velcro and see the seal there, and it was really good. All the dogs actually all jumped. Lucy in particular jumped up on the fence. Her paws get to the top, but no scratches or anything, no punctures. You can really feel how strong it is. There's the brackets that Nino's done, so he bolts them in too. So it was really stable. She's 30 kilos, so I mean she jumped up on it and it really didn't move at all. We had people leaning on it while they were talking to us. There were other dogs passing. We had kids coming over, and again, it was actually a good deterrent for other dogs and kids. This is sort of the little gate you have. You can clip it and you can see that. So again, that was another little added bonus too. Not a problem at Mooryu, but maybe when we're travelling a bit more, you can clip them all. So from the inside, you clip all 3 and no one can open them from the outside. So again, all the mesh too, the two Jack Russells all jumped up on that. They've got sharp little claws. The mesh really stood up to the test with that. We were really pleased with that. So overall, the second outing and second time we set it up, and after Nino had replaced the poles and done the brackets, we were really, really happy with the quality of it and would highly rate it. Expensive bit of a kit. If you've done your research, you'd probably know that, the price ranges. This was just under $2,000. I think it was $1,960. So an expensive bit of kit. But we were, like I said, we can't rate it enough. We were very, very happy with it. And there's little Eddie and little Ollie. So, and there it is all set up. So thanks for watching.